The 350R is going to live in the garage for a couple of days because we have the keys to this car, a brand new Shelby GT500, and we're going to be seeing what it's like to live with this car for the next week. Before we do that, I do have to pull the Shelby out. I've got a bunch of stuff in it that I'm going to unload into the other Shelby before driving back to Chicago area for the duration of this week. Then we're going to be bringing it back this weekend where we'll have both of the cars out, film some videos, film the review, probably do a little comparison, but this is the vlog of kind of behind the scenes, what it's like to actually live with a 760 horsepower GT500. And it's extra interesting because obviously I own a 350R, so I can compare back to back. That was a complete cold start of the 350R. The 500 isn't completely cold, so it won't be quite as loud, but might as well start her up too. Both are pretty loud. The R is calmed down a bit more. That's still in a sort of cold start mode. Look at the differences. This is a bigger wing because the big carbon wing, whereas this does not have the carbon fiber track pack, so smaller wing. New taillights also on the 500. Over 1,000 horsepower. Shelby's chilling in the driveway. Same headlights too, even though this is a newer model, the taillights are updated. Still has the exact same headlights of my 350R. Good morning with a GT500 cold start. And the first thing you will notice, the car is now orange with white stripes. Yeah. Slight change, and I'll explain why in a second. We've got the GT500 here, Matt's got the 350R, and then my 350R has been chilling in the garage for a week. We'll have all of them out today. Yeah, that's loud. All right, all the Shelbys are on and warming up. Super quick summary of what happened to the red GT500. I was driving on the freeway, left lane, there was a concrete wall, there's a semi next to me, and as around this corner, late at night, there's like a tire and wheel in the middle of the road, and I'm like, crap, there's nowhere to go. And unfortunately, I centered the car on the tire and wheel, caused some damage to the underside of the vehicle, the front splitter, and some other stuff that I wasn't able to see. Was able to limp the car home, ended up having a couple other issues. The wastegate is stuck open, so the car was making no boost, was going into this weird limp mode. Talked to the guys at Ford. The team was amazing to work with, very understanding. It was just an unfortunate situation, but they graciously were able to set me up with this orange GT500, exact same specs as that red one, just a different color combination on it. So we'll be filming it this weekend, picking up the living with the GT500 video with a different colored car. Sometimes things happen, they're unfortunate, unavoidable, but we make the best that we can, and today is going to be filled with a lot of Mustang horsepower. This is pretty cool. Front and center GT500. Needs a little bit of quick detailing. We'll do that before we start filming. Over to the matching 350Rs. This is how much horsepower. 526 plus 526 plus 760. Engineer Matt, do some quick math.
Nope.
Nope.
It's too early.
Also, here's a fun fact. My younger brother named his dog Shelby after my car because I have a Shelby. The engine is warm, but the tires are not quite warm yet. This car is a proper handful. Nice. And we've got mine hiding back there. Yes, nice crisp fall day, couple of Shelbys. Wow, I love the way my car looks. Couple of R's, 760 horsepower, and a Chevy Traverse in front of me going slowly. We've arrived at the mil-spec facility. That was a very, very fun drive. Currently walking backwards, trying not to fall over. We got both the Shelbys. This was Jason's first time driving my car, and the first thing he said was, I'm surprised, it doesn't make any torque, and that's very accurate. This thing makes no torque below 4,000 RPM, whereas the 500 makes a lot of torque at all the times. That car is just obscenely fast. It's chilly out today, so I had to wait for the tires to warm up, but once it did, I mean, this is so capable. It is so quick. and just so powerful all the time. I kind of wish I had set up GoPros to do the actual in-car review, because the little route we just took was actually very nice, really scenic. But first, we're here now, so we'll get some nice videos of the cars. Pull out the camera. This Twister Orange is growing on me a lot too. I like it. It's the creamsicle spec with the white racing stripes though. And also, being chased by two 350Rs was just a lot of fun. They look so good on the road. Hello. Various Hummer builds occur in here. And there should be an F-150 too.
I don't know, Ian. That thing's still really sweet.
The things that I do to get rollers. Currently in the back of a Jaguar F-Pace SVR with my camera. We just did some of the 350 and the 500 together. Where's the 500? We're gonna go out and do the 500 on its own now. It's gonna show up any second now. Hello! There we go. I just did something properly epic. So the 500 is cooling down. Line lock. Line lock is a lot of fun. Line lock was amazing. So the 500 is cooling down. We're gonna do 500 B-roll clips now. Jason is heading out with my 350R, taking it home. Yes, yes. Brilliant! The dentist is making an extremely Instagram story. Apparently, we did some fast. Yeah, dude, this guy is famous on TikTok. I see him pop up on my feed all the time. A D-list? Wow. D for dentist or D for something else? Yes, this thing is so irresponsibly fast. I came out of a roundabout, gave it like quarter throttle, and through 2 gears was above the speed limit. So it's obscenely quick. Makes the three. I'm gonna go back to my 350, and it's gonna feel like I'm walking. Oh boy. So this guy here was looking at, what were we looking at today?
Evo.
Huracan Evo.
Yeah.
And we're talking about value.
Yeah.
How much was that Huracan Evo?
That one was about 240.
So this is 80 grand. Is a Huracan Evo, you just experienced this, is it 3x the price?
For me it is, yeah.
This is also, wait, no, this is also coming from the guy who said that a Range Rover is not worth the money because an Explorer Sport is the same thing. Yeah, you are.
I mean, okay, if you have the funds, okay, if you don't have to come right up to me, jeez. I would go with a Lambo Evo. Now, that's just me.
Wow.
Wow indeed, right?
Oh, yeah. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Nice.
Finally back home, I'm pretty tired. Gonna organize some camera stuff in the GT500. This is an amazing day living with the GT500. Really starting to fall in love with this car. The power, you really can't go wrong with 760 horsepower. The only way you can go wrong is not getting any grip. But it's actually a very, very well-designed car. Does a lot of things really well. Also, I don't know if I showed it in this video yet, but the puddle lamps are really, really cool. I think the later 2019 and 2020 GT350s got these too, but all the 500s have this Cobra puddle lamp. So it just underneath the side view mirror here projects this pattern out. That looks awesome. Really, really nice touch there. Talked about the interior similarities and differences in a video of 350 versus 500. Got a bunch of camera stuff back here. This thing still kind of smells a little bit like tire smoke, but also might just be me and my jacket. We're gonna grab the 350R, bring it back into the garage, unload some stuff, and get ready for another day tomorrow. We just wrapped up filming the GT500, and we're about to do a review on this car, a Honda S2K, which probably has a third as many horsepower as that GT500. So it'll be interesting seeing how much fun you can have without an insane amount of power that the GT500 has. This car Oh my God, I'm really starting to like it a lot, to the point where I kind of want to add one next to the 350. I would never replace my Shelby with this car because they're so different. But would I add one? Yeah, maybe. It would be fun. Just finished up driving the S2K. It is a ton of fun and really does show you do not need 760 horsepower to have fun in a car. Revving that out to 9,000 RPM is awesome. This is simplicity. Light, 2,800 pounds, 4,200 pounds. This thing has 225s out back, 205s up front, whereas this is like 305s and 325s, much wider tires. This car doesn't even have stability control or traction control, but all you have is two-seater little roadster, manual transmission. This was a lot of fun. So Honda S2000 review is coming soon. GT500 videos will continue. Hopping out of that back into the 500 is also going to be an interesting experience. I think I'm going to head out. I need something to eat. I need some coffee. The 500 needs gas because it's very thirsty. This thing gets not good fuel economy. I think it was at half a tank and it was like 96 miles of range. So that's not brilliant. This is something very exciting about the GT500 that the 350R cannot do. Remote start. There we go. The 500, because it's an auto transmission, you can have remote start, which is going to be great for all those winter days in the GT500. Joking. I don't think I'd want to put winter tires on this thing. They would be expensive. Fun fact, in the GT500, when you're in driving, you go ahead and open the door, the transmission automatically shifts itself over into park. And now the door's open. It's an orange car day with the GT3. I don't know what he's doing. Come on, Peter. Many pieces of 1016 carbon. You what?
It's 9 design, Eddie. Get it right.
Oh, it's not 1016. 9 design. Correction. Carbon. 9 design. Peter. Carbon. This hood is awesome. Look at that roll bar too. Finished in Miami blue. That looks awesome. That's loud. If you buy a GT500, be prepared to go to the gas station a lot. We currently have, look at that, just under a quarter tank of gas and 31 miles to empty. Yeah, it drinks fuel. Back home now, and that wraps up my time with the GT500. I really like this car. Cruising back home, I kind of just chilled and started thinking about the car, and I'm actually gonna really miss it when I give it back to Ford. It's so different from the 350R. Again, I've said this a couple times. I would not replace my Shelby that's chilling in that garage right now with this car. But now that I've spent some good amount of time with it, experienced it on long distances, driving it hard, hitting some curvy back roads, it's really capable. It does things really well. It's actually quite well-rounded. It was comfortable. The new B&O sound system was really good, and the looks have really grown on me. I actually like this spec a lot. Twister orange with the white stripes. I think if I bought one, I would do this color combo or grabber lime, no stripes. Those are two of my favorite color combos. And this front end, I always knew that it was very aggressive, but I didn't initially love this blacked out bar across the middle and then the widening up here. But seeing it in person, spending so much time with the car, stopping to take photos and getting all the video of the car, I really am starting to love the way this car looks. Same thing, the hood, when you're in the driver's seat looking out, this hood bulge and the vents there just looks so aggressive. The huge Cobra badges on the side, and then obviously the puddle lamps, although I think it's, you can barely see it, it's still pretty light out. Just got home. I like this car a lot, even without the over-the-top carbon fiber track pack. This car is awesome. One other big difference between the 350 and the 500 is this front hood. So we have the center latch, obviously, but also these two side hood pins. Well, I don't know what the technical term for them, but you push these two little circles in like that, and then you have the center latch, which you move to the left, and then you lift the hood up, and you have your Predator motor. So this, I believe, is to provide extra structural rigidity to eliminate hood flutter, and I mean, a lot of air gets forced through it, but see these two little, again, I don't have any of the technical terms in my head right now, so whatever those things are called, but you do have those, and then underneath here, the big old supercharger on top of that 5.2 V8. Might just be me, but this engine compartment looks more full. This is also closed off now. On the 350, it's open. Again, hand-built. the guy who built it signed this one, so I think that's Ronald. Ronald, you did a very good job with this motor. I like it. It makes a lot of horsepower. Thank you very much. That concludes this video. I'll be driving back with my 350 shortly. Many videos with the 500, the 350R versus 500 video, the review of this car. This video, obviously, that you're finishing up watching. Really like this car. I'm gonna miss it. I'll be thinking about it. Maybe someday I'll buy one. Not right this moment because I've got some other things to take care of, but I do actually kind of want one of these. It's cool. They're so different. I could see myself picking one day, taking out the 350R, and then the next day wanting to try out the 500. This is definitely a better daily driver and definitely much faster. If I did get one of these, I'd probably need one of those traffic ticket lawyers on retainer at all times because that's how fast this car is. With that, hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys check out the other GT500 videos. Thanks for watching.